Self-love. More important than ever, I think. Well, it's always been vital. Putting yourself first, prioritizing, and whatever self-love looks like. It could be a haircut. It could be a massage. It could be a walk. It could be a saying no to something. Because often we want to be in three, four, five places at once. We don't want to say no to anybody. We want to be there. But sometimes taking a step back and saying, you know what, I can't. And that falls in the bucket of self-love. And beyond that, self-love, of course, there's loving someone else. It could be romantic. It could be a family member, a friend. It could be your dog. But ultimately, not putting all your eggs in that basket, realizing that ultimately to be happy, to be fulfilled, it's an inner work first. So you have to begin with self. Self love has to be the foundation for any relationship. Without having that foundation, now any relationship that you do enter that is external, because what is not with you is external. That almost stands, or I don't want to say stands no chance, but it makes the road much more difficult. Because often, if we don't provide ourselves with self-love, and that could be in setting boundaries, or and standing up for ourselves, saying no when it's appropriate, that can turn into over pleasing or neglecting ourselves, and overexerting, and even if that person didn't do anything wrong, but this resentment can come forth because you were not true to yourself. So self-love, whether it's, as I said, doing things for yourself, kind of cleaning up, or meditation, walking, eating good food, whatever that looks like, it goes beyond that. It's truly, truly respecting yourself, truly loving yourself, authentically, genuinely, always putting yourself first. And that's not to say you become selfish. If you are a giving person, you still give, because that is your nature. However, no longer do you give while hurting yourself. You give when there's capacity. You give when you can. You don't take from what you don't have. You don't expend the energy that is no longer there, because that would go against yourself. So self-love is about going back to the roots, back to your roots, and that is you. However that is accomplished, however that works in your situation, your personality, your circumstances, only you will know. But feeding yourself, your soul, and getting to that point where you are madly in love with yourself. And that is, again, not to say that, hey, you're perfect, or that your BS isn't BS, or that your flaws and your habits, bad habits don't need correcting. No, no, no. That doesn't mean we shut off the valve. Doesn't mean we shut off the valve of growth. No. Or self-awareness. No. Actually, become more self-aware. Become or strive to be a better person. But not belittling yourself. Being strong and convicted in who you are at your core. And being able to stand on that firmly. Self-love. If we don't love ourselves, if we don't show our self-love, how do we expect the world to love us? Starts with us always. Pass the mic, different space, same result. It's been your boy, Rock City the Soul Man. Love yourself. I'll love myself. And let's meet in the middle. Peace and love.